Wondering what Casepack pallets are? We're gonna show you today on our video.
We're setting up right now to do a Casepack pallet video. As you can see, well, Mackenzie's somewhere over here. She's getting the set together here. We got a tripod and we got some Casepack pallets. And like Kamil just said, if you're wondering what Casepack pallets are, we're gonna tell you the difference between returns, Casepacks, and who these pallets are meant for. All right. This is our very, very official set. So we got some Casepack pallets here that we're gonna crack open, unbox, and get into the nitty-gritty of what Casepack actually means. Kamil's got some pros and cons for you guys. He's gonna talk about who these are for, what kind of stores, what kind of resellers can benefit off Casepack pallets, and then I'm gonna touch up on the biggest difference between returns and Casepacks and why you should consider purchasing Casepack pallets. Alrighty, the number one question we're gonna answer today is, what is a Casepack pallet? Typically, a Casepack pallet means that the product that is on this pallet is in the original manufacturer's case pack, right? So the product, it won't be in the retail packaging, it will be in the Casepack packaging, meaning that the pallet will contain items that are in the original packaging that the item came in out of the manufacturer's facility. Woo! That was a mouthful and I'm sweating because it's 95 degrees in Chicago. So yeah, that's the biggest difference, and I think that is the biggest thing to persuade here, is that these products are in the original packaging that the manufacturer actually packaged it in, right? If the product was manufactured in China or India or Pakistan or Venezuela, wherever it came from, right? It had to be brought over here on a truck, on a container, on a ship. You know, you don't want your packaging and your product to be exposed to the elements, right? You don't want it to be beat up by the shipping couriers, or you don't want it to be beat up by the shrink wrap. You want it to be protected by an extra box, right? So a Casepack might have 2, 3, 6, 8, 12, 40, 60, 100 of the same item in that one manufacturer's box. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what a Casepack is, also known as a master case. A master case means Casepack. Casepack means master case. Same difference, same thing. Kamil, hit me with some pros, man. What are the pros of buying a Casepack pallet?
So one of the pros is that the product is gonna be new. As you said earlier, they're coming from the manufacturers putting them into a packaging so it could get delivered to the stores, right? So they're brand new products, very clean, and yeah, people love it, right?
Much cleaner than returns.
Yeah, much cleaner than returns. So what kind of Casepacks are there out there, right?
Everything that has ever been manufactured started out as a Casepack product. If you really try to break it down to that point, right? Every product had to been manufactured somewhere, right? Every product in every big box retailer came from a factory. That product was manufactured brand new, put in a master case, Casepack like that, and delivered to the stores. When you're talking about returns, that product was already taken out of that Casepack, put on a store shelf, and then bought by a customer, brought back to the store, put onto a pallet, shipped to people like us. A Casepack pallet was manufactured at the warehouse or factory, shipped to the distribution center or directly to the store, either made it to the shelf, probably not. It probably didn't make it out even to the shelf. It was either in the back of the store or the distribution center. And then when the item was maybe not selling too hot, or the season ended, or model changed, or something along those lines, the retail store or manufacturer decided to bounce those products out of their existence, and that's when we come in, right? To me, this all sounds like pros. Give me a con, Kamil. What is a nice big old con of buying Casepack products?
So you're kind of predicting on one item. You might have too much of that one item because you get a whole pallet of it. So you might have to hold.
So less variety.
You get, yeah, exactly, less variety. So when you get some of the other merchandise that we have here, it's a big variety. When you get a Casepack pallet, you're getting one item on a pallet.
Go into a little details about like the returns and the Casepack pallets, like the variety. Like, tell me more. I want to get educated, KK.
So, when we get the returns, right, it's usually coming, the item was on a shelf, a customer picked it up at the store, they took it home, and then they came back to the store to return it, right? That company just wants those returns out, so then you have a big variety. You don't get multiples in return pallets that we have. In Casepack pallets, though, this stuff wasn't on the shelves yet, right? Maybe the place that I was at had like 30 pallets of this, and they need to put new stuff on the shelf, so they have 2 or 3 Casepack pallets left. And that's where we come in, grab the pallets, and now we have them at a great discount.
Yeah, this is a great time to mention that there is no specific store that a Casepack pallet is from. Kind of makes no sense, but let me get into it. So you can have a Walmart Casepack, you can have a Target Casepack, an Amazon Casepack, a Meijer Casepack, a Sam's Club Casepack, like any sort of retailer, any sort of brand, Instapot Casepack, you can have Gillette Casepacks. Any product can be considered a Casepack. So when you are purchasing Casepack pallets or Casepack truckloads, it's very important to understand, where is this product coming from? Is it coming from the DC, the distribution center? Is it coming from the back of the store, and it could be considered maybe a shelf pull item at this point because half the pallet was used and half of it wasn't? Maybe it's coming directly from the brand, right? And if it's coming directly from the brand, now you gotta ask yourself a question. Is this the same model that you're looking up online is gonna be in that Casepack? Because how many times have we run into stuff where, you know, you think you're gonna get, like, let's say, I don't know, I'm gonna just make up this example, but like you think you're getting a pallet of Gillettes, right? And you look up Gillette, you know, six blade shaver, and you're like, all right, cool. These are $9.99. These are a great product, brand new. We're gonna kill it. Then this product comes in, and it turns out the reason why it's Casepack and why we received it and it got liquidated is because the color was off. The packaging says 5 blade, but it's actually a 4 blade. Maybe it's, you know, something went wrong in that manufacturing process along the way, and when they hit quality control in that, you know, distribution center or the manufacturer center, they had to reject it. They said, you know what, this is going to liquidation. So you can and you have to watch out for those type of instances because, you know, it's brand new product. Like, you got to consider, why is it here? Why is it being liquidated? And you should be asking yourself that question every time you're looking at a pallet. Every time. Casepack, return, no matter what. Every time. That is our advice to you. Why is this product here, and why am I getting it for 1/5 of the original price?
Yeah, so there's multiple ways that a reason why we would get a Casepack pallet, right? It could be the colors changed on the product, right? Or there's too much of it at the distribution center, or there's seasonal, or there's too much of it at the store. So there's a bunch of avenues that this stuff comes out, or Casepack comes out of. Sometimes we know, sometimes we don't, right? Like,
sometimes it's just a good guess. I'm
looking at a Christmas pallet right now that we have that's all wrapping paper. We have no idea where it's from. We know how the wrapping paper looks. We got a great deal on it. Sometimes it's better not to ask, just because you're getting a good deal, right?
Don't ask too many questions.
Yeah.
Try to understand it, but don't ask too many questions, is what we're trying to tell you.
See what the product is, right? Find out why it's getting pulled out or why it's getting sold to liquidation. Sometimes it's just as simple as, like, they have too many of it, right? And they need space at their warehouse. So it's things like that.
Yes, great points. I think I got excited about the seasonal portion just because, I don't know, me and you have been kind of into seasonal lately. Like, you guys can see behind us, we got some snow blowers that we're holding for the right season, right? But Casepacks are more often than not seasonal, right? And when you talk about seasonal, often you thinking, you know, Christmas, Halloween, Valentine's Day, right? But what about summer items? What about winter items? You know, ice melt and ice scrapers, right? Those things are also considered seasonal. They might not be a holiday, but they are seasonal items, and often a store, like a bigger store, like a Walgreens or Target or Walmart, you know, the big boys, right? The ones that are doing a lot of volume and a lot of product, they can't and they won't just sit on, you know, 6 pallets in the back of their store or in their distribution center of wrapping paper to hold it for next year. It just doesn't make sense for them. Their reverse logistics and their, you know, workflows are set up a lot differently. And for them, it's just easier to just get it out, and move on. And let's bring in the new seasonal stuff for the new season that's actually taking place right now and then. So, what else we got? Should we crack some open, man? I think we should get into it.
Let's get
just
into
so
a couple.
we can show them what it's all about. Kamil, come on. Let's open some case packs. So this is literally a case pack. This box right here. Would you see this box on a store shelf? No.
Probably not.
Probably not, right? I mean, you worked at Butera, I worked at Jewel. We stocked some shelves when we were 16 years old. Our job, I mean, I remember my job as a stock boy was to do that. Literally, cut open those boxes, see what the product is, take it out, and put it out on the shelf the way it should be displayed, right? Because this is not retail packaging. This is manufacturing packaging. This is how the factory put them all together so it all makes sense so they can ship it across the seas and across the world, all over the place into different stores. And then stock boys, like me and KK used to be, can put them out. What do you got? How many units you got in there?
So there's 2 in a box, right? So they're all nicely packed in there. Like this is in a box custom made just to put 2 of these in here, right?
And typically they are. I mean, you're gonna see this all the time, especially with like bigger manufacturers, bigger retailers. They literally make specific boxes for specific products, and they know exactly how many are gonna fit in each box, how many units, how to package it so it doesn't get damaged. Like, look, this one has a little something on the side, you know, just so they don't get scratched up, just so they don't get damaged in transport, right? Case packs are literally made to be transported safely. That's the whole goal and idea of it. Like, think about, like, can I get one? Like, imagine if you just had these stacked up loosely on a pallet, like, good luck. Like, good luck. You're gonna damage 50% of them by the time they even arrive. So that's why case packs exist. Case packs are exciting because then inside you got a bunch of retail packaging, retail packaged products.
Yeah, and then there's certain products that like you have to, so like every product needs to get packed like this if it's coming out the manufacturer. If it isn't, it's a huge cost, right? Because let's say that they didn't put them in these boxes and they kind of just tried to wrap them on a pallet, you're getting a lot of damage, right? And there's certain bigger products too, like mattresses. Like you have to cut in, think of the cost of transporting this stuff. So it's like you gotta make the product and then you gotta transport it.
Yeah, and packaging has a lot to do with it. So when you're looking into buying pallets, when you're looking into buying truckloads, this is something to keep in mind. But let's cut to the chase because we want to answer the question of who are case packs for and why you should be looking into buying case packs instead of returns, like me and Kamil have been doing for the past year now. Big fans, big fans. I want to say half of our inventory now is all brand new case packs. Probably mostly the reason is because it's all brand new, so it's just a lot cleaner. You're not dealing with loose pieces, you're not dealing with damaged product, you're not dealing with stuff that's broken, right?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons, because it's newer stuff. Like people desire the new stuff. As you can see, you buy a whole pallet and then you could kind of make predictions on how much you're gonna sell it for, how long is it gonna take you to sell, right? You could get analytic about it and stuff like that. But let's see another
discount stores. Love them.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, why would you not love this? Like, you got, so look, one box, that's a case pack, right? Show them what's inside. I'm gonna get the numbers off here. So one of these case packs, so 4 packs, 10 boxes, 25 pieces, 40 packs. You see how easy that is? That type of math is written out on the box itself, and now you as a retailer, reseller, flipper, flea marketer, whoever you are that wants to get into selling this stuff, your math is pretty much done for you. And like KK mentioned before, it is a huge pro because now you can pre-plan, you can analyze it, you can figure out how much you're actually going to profit if you sell it all. That's the key there, if you sell it all, right? So if you're a discounter and you're looking at this type of pallet, you're looking at this type of a case pack, you see that there is, how many we say? 4 packs of 10 boxes. So each pack of this has 4 of 4
yeah. So
units,
4
right?
units.
And then there's 10 of these in each case pack. So if you do your math as a discounter, wholesaler, or I mean a retailer, or a flea marketer, or whoever, reseller, you can figure out like, all right, my customers and my audience is gonna be able to pay me $1 a unit on those packs. I have 4 packs, so it's $4 times one of these that I'm gonna be able to sell it at. I have 10 of these, meaning that I have 40 of those $1 packs. So now I have 40 times 4, which means that per one of these boxes, I am gonna be able to make $160 in revenue, right? So now if I have my revenue number, now we're working backwards. All right, I arrive at the showroom, at the Nice Fine Wholesale showroom, and Cake is trying to sell this to me for $2. But I know for a fact, I'm only gonna be able to get $1 out of it. And I know this for a fact because it's been done before. I've done wipes before. They've written on my shelves. Like, I know I sell 100 packs a week. I can do the math, I can analyze it, and I can figure out how long I'm gonna sit on this, what's gonna be my return on this, and if it's gonna be a good buy before I buy it, right? So if Cake is trying to get $2 and I know I can only sell it for $1, not gonna work. I'm moving on. I'm moving on to the next case pack or the next item, right? But that also opens up room for negotiations. It opens up, it gives you strength, I want to say, right?
Well, you can make a educated negotiation, right? Be like, I know I can only sell it for $1. Yeah. What can you do, right?
Yeah, and I mean, how many times do we get educated by customers? All the time.
Yeah, everyone has something to say.
All the time, because what might work for one person might not work for another person. If we're trying to get, let's say, 30% or 35% or 40% of MSRP for an item as a wholesaler, thinking that people are gonna be able to blow it out and kill on it, and then it turns out, hey, you know what? Damian, Kamil, like, this is not gonna be as easy as you think. Like, I can only get 40 cents on those, right? Now you're making an educated buy, you're making an educated decision, and your analysis is going to be way more profitable than it would be with a return pallet where you don't really know what's gonna be on there. So we have to take a break because it's hot. 95 degrees outside, probably 110 in here. I don't know how this kid's not sweating, but...
I'm not. It's nice out.
Your freaking forehead's glistening, man. But all right, get into it. Let's get it.
So yeah.
Last one.
So this one is a case pack too, but there's 3 different SKUs on there, right? Why do you say that, right? So these 3 different SKUs, it's something that was extra at the store, right? So let's like say somebody ordered 30 pallets of an item, and now this store is like, oh, we need to move on to the next season, or this stuff has been staying around too long. For shipping purposes, they just make these pallets tall and high, and then they just kind of throw a layer of this, a layer of that, and then they push it out. And then now you have a little bit more variety than just getting 1 item on a pallet. You have 3, right? Yep. So it makes sense.
You got 1 right here.
1.
You got another one here. That's different. You can tell. You can always judge case packs by the boxes, literally, because like we mentioned before, a lot of this stuff is custom made. So the box is literally made for that product. So you can see this is 100% different than this one, than this one, right? Different dimensions, different size, and also, like you guys saw in those wipes, case pack product is usually labeled on the box of how many units, what the model number is, what the SKU is. If it has a UPC, typically the UPC will be on there, and anything else that gives you information about what the hell is in this brown box.
Yeah, so this one you have to do a little bit more math because there's 3 items. So now you have to think about how much can I sell this per unit, how much can I sell this per unit, and this, add it up, and then see where you're at, right? But you get a little more variety with a little extra work, and they're all brand new products.
Got a knife? Crack them, man. Let's see what like one of these items is. So we have 3 different types of items here. It is every case pack is going to be different, and that's why it's super hard to just you know, we sit a lot on these Facebook groups and Facebook forums and you know, talk with a lot of people, and I think that's why we're making these videos, to try to educate individuals on what it is. Oh, shoes? No.
No, they're cups. They're Christmas
I thought it
cups.
was something completely different. Like, it's a very dirty thought came across my mind.
They're like Christmas
They're
cups.
Santa boots, bro.
Yeah, they're Santa boots that are cups, so that's a weird one. But yeah, you can
Well,
make
you know
it
what?
get.
I bet some mom's gonna buy it. Like, she's gonna take 30 of them, take it home for a Christmas party.
They're definitely decor stuff. But it's like now you know what it is. You can make an
Let's
educated.
let's see if the rest of it is though. Let me
Yeah, you can make an educated guess, right? Be like, I could get $1 a unit for this, just, and then it's like, so I gotta buy it like 50 to 40 cents. What's that? More
bandages.
games?
We got bandages. Build-A-Bear bandages. Pretty cute, if you ask me. I should put one like the Travis Kelce, you know. But yeah. So and then we got a third one up there.
Yeah, check it out.
I don't think you can reach up there, little guy, but I got it.
We're the same height.
We're not the same height. You wish we were the same height. Kamil got a pickup truck now, and he thinks he's the same fucking height. You guys hear this? Christmas.
This is more Christmas.
Christmas lights. See, this one's interesting. This one is actually packed pretty loosely.
Yeah. It's in a manufacturing case.
Yep. But it's very, very loosey-goosey.
Maybe the manufacturer is like, you have to set it up yourself. Maybe put into a bin on your shelf, or there's like a tote that you put it into your shelves, right? But the manufacturer's like, I'll send you a box, and you're gonna get 3 of those lights, 4 of those lights, and then you put them in a bin, and they're all the same price.
Yeah. I think one big thing that we forgot to mention about these is like, you can estimate your whole unit count, which is amazing. Like that is such a big plus in comparison to a return pallet, which is usually a gamble and just a throw in the shot in the dark. This is, you can act like, you might not like the items, like, you know, in particular, like this one might just not be for you, but at least you know that, hey, I'm only paying 10 cents a unit on this stuff. I'm only paying whatever, $1 on this stuff. Now you're making educated choices and decisions, and that is how you build a business, ladies and gentlemen. Consistency and numbers, data. That is very important. That is a plug for accounting. Shout out to my accountants out there, but also just any data. It's very important to track your numbers. It's very important to keep track of what you paid for this, how many units you received, how many you sold, where did you sell them, how fast did they sell, what was the turnover rate, and what was your profit margin, right? That's probably the most important. But tracking these items, because, you know, like, what if you buy a whole case bag and you got 1,500 of these booties, right? And, you know, maybe, you know, like, I don't know, we open this pallet, like, we're not super excited. This isn't like all brand new Instapots, right? But we like to keep it real on this channel. We grabbed a random ass pallet and we're opening it up, all right? We don't got time to mess around.
It's nothing crazy, but
It's nothing crazy, but
there's value in it.
these pallets at Nice Find are going for like 400 bucks, like 350 to 450, depends on which ones and how and yada yada. But if you do your math and you do your piece counts, you're probably paying around 20 to 30 cents, right? If you track your numbers in a good way, in like, you know, professionally, Excel, maybe QuickBooks, something to log them and be able to come back to them, you might be only able to sell, you know, 6 of these boxes this year, right? Recover all your money off the pallet, and then you store it for next year, and then you do it again. But if you're not following the numbers and you're not keeping track of this stuff, you will have no idea how much you recovered, how much sold this year. Is it worth keeping for next year, right? You're probably like, yeah, I only sold 6 boxes out of this whole pallet. This thing's crap. What if those 6 boxes paid for this whole pallet, and now you got the rest of these 800 units that you can use next year on your seasonal sales or whatever it might be? So
Yeah, we've done that stuff before too.
of course, you have to. But the key there is to track your inventory, track your numbers, and just start simple. Grab an Excel sheet. Google Sheets are free. Google Sheets are great because you can share and, you know, and edit on live time. They save offline, all that jazz. Super easy to use. Tons of templates online. Damn, maybe we should set up some templates for people to download. See, ideas just happen. We'll make it happen. All right, Kamil, hit me. What else you got for these case packs? We got to wrap up this video, but.
So, e-com sellers love our case packs. They come in, they're looking, they're scanning. They have to get their numbers down perfect, right? Some of them have crazy softwares that they look up an item, tells them all this numbers, right? They want to know what price we're selling it at, and then they have a price that they need to meet. They have to cover their costs, right? They have to cover their shipping costs. They check how quickly it's gonna sell, right? They do a lot of math to it, but e-com sellers love it, right? And the thing is, like, we've sold to e-com sellers that are on the other side of the country, right? But you send them, you know, the info about the items, how much you have of it, and then they look it up, they see if it's worth it with the cost for it leaving our warehouse to them. They do all the numbers and stuff like that, and then they're like, yeah, I'm game. Let's LTL it over to me, right? So we're willing to do that with e-com sellers too. But you are going to find some great items too on a Casepack, right? E-com sellers will come get it. They make one listing, bang, it's up there. They don't have to make 300 listings. They make one listing, but they have 300 items or 300 of the same items for one listing. So it's like a cheat code to get profit in by doing a lot less work in a way. Hope you guys know what a Casepack pallet is. Hope you guys have any questions for us. Leave in the comments questions that you have, and like, share, and subscribe. And do you have anything to say, Damian?
Like, share, and subscribe.
See you.